On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, I caught up with the Texas A&M head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdown, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he's going to bring this one out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a gap. It's Lewis. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Trying to escape and get it himself. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
I like a nice quick decision by your quarterback. See what the defense is doing. And again, know where that yellow line is. Go get to it and get the 1st down.
A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Hits inside. It's Lewis. Across the 45. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this 1st drive.
Hands it off. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They're all over it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Aggies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big 1st down on an explosive. But, David, 3rd down defense, it's one thing to allow a 1st down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission. A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Reed. Right side, it's Lewis. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Reed to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage. They generate a TFL.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Williams from the gun on third down. This time he's got his man. Brought down at the 12-yard line. That's a first down and maybe the start of a long drive.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of him.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. So first down here as they go back to work. Here's a give to Washington. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
And how about the big play by this running back? Nice job running with the football. Good balance, seeing where he needed to go with the football. Finishing the run, he gets knocked out of bounds. But how about this offense set up now on first and goal?
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They'll try to run it with Washington. And he's in! Touchdown, Washington! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 and the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Quick give. It's Washington. Swamped immediately.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Aggies. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Quarterback changing the play. Here's Williams to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll run it. It's Owens. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Now here's Reed. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to 4. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Under pressure. Going to try to get it himself. He's got an open man. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Williams throws for the tight end. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Looks it in. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. To the air, it's Reed. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Still running at the 40. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line and a big pickup on that one. And the Aggies headed quickly to the line.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Long way to go on 2nd down. Quarterback keep. There he goes. Oh, and he ruins the big gainer with a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They kept it on the ground, and it paid off with pay dirt. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go.
Makes a deep grab. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Huskies come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Throwing, Williams. Out wide right, it's Washington. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
And that was pretty good initial defense, man. I think they understood what he was trying to do, but that second play, the QB scramble, once he gets outside of the pocket, and then just the feel for the big fella to understand where to get to. They were on the same page.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, Go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
13. Number 95, set to kick this one away.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's Reed to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Deafening noise. Reed trying to cut through it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Williams. He tries to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wide receiver going in motion. Williams looking for a man. Here comes the heat. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 17, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Longhorns with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And it's 3 straight victories for this team as they start to get hot. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here's Williams to throw. Out wide left, it's Lawson. Mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
On fourth. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. He is in. Touchdown, Huskies.
And I absolutely love this, man. I love offenses that stay aggressive. Like, yes, you could have kicked the field goal. Obviously, the longer the field goals get, man, the least amount of percentages you make. Stay aggressive. Keep it in your offensive hands. And I love the physicality up front on that fourth down.
But defense, we have got to find a way to get that guy on the ground. That is poor tackling. It's poor run defense. It's one thing in that situation to give up a first down, fine. You can't let him take it to the house. For an explosive run like that, that is a backbreaker if you're on defense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Texas A&M going quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Here's a little room there. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's two runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They put the brakes on it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Throwing Reed. Rush is on. He's going to take off. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Running inside, it's Owens. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Looking to the big tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggies.
There's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And apparently oblivious to the concept of the play clock, it's another delay of game penalty. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Play action with Williams. Look out! And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
lead. Caught. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.